What's up, my friends? Jimmy here. It was quite a while that I have done a live stream here. I was on vacation, and I must say I fully enjoyed my vacation. I fully detached from the market, so during my vacation I wasn't doing a lot of crypto. To be honest, during my vacation I even have not checked my portfolio, and I must say it was a fantastic feeling to fully detach yourself from the market and the market environment and from crypto. Because in the background, the subconscious mind does consolidate a lot of information, it does process a lot of information. But consciously, I was fully enjoying high quality time, good quality time with family. I hope you enjoyed the last few weeks as well. I must say, this market requires a lot of patience, and we all know this. So let's quickly dive into a few things. A few things I want to highlight here is I want to address Bitcoin, Ethereum, the bullish narratives, rotations, and my own game plan. So let's get started. So first of all, this is actually a really simple chart. And I want to what I want to do with displaying this chart is making you again realize how often the market is ranging. So this was long range, almost one entire year, well, less than a year, from March till the end of October. And then it continued to the upside. This was another range. And then it continued to the upside. This was another range, another consolidation, and then it went to the upside. This is just another range, and I do understand that this might create some anxiety and stress among a lot of long-term holders or investors, especially when you got into Bitcoin kind of late during this choppy environment or this range. And if you skilled in here, I fully understand you must be a little bit in panic, or at least there is some level of anxiety. Back in 2020, we celebrated here an event, and I'm really proud of that event because the theme of that event, the name, the topic of that event was "The best time is now." And we deliberately used the Bitcoin B as the best, as the B. So it was best time is now. And I truly believe at that time, the best time was now because nobody was really talking about Bitcoin. There was a lot of capitulation going on. There was a lot of anxiety, a lot of stress, a lot of FUD, a lot of uncertainty, exactly the things we don't like. Sentiment-wise, I'm not saying it feels the exact same as here, but sentiment-wise, it doesn't feel really that fantastic, to be honest. Let me quickly share the fear and greed index. No, it's still okay, actually, 64. But I believe that the market in general, as in the collective, there's more fear than that this fear index is actually displaying. So my thesis. A while ago, I mentioned before my vacation that 57K is a level, and I wasn't actually really convinced that the 57K would be like a strong level. Why 57K? Well, it's because this price action here, it's actually more clear on the 12-hour chart, and this medium high volume node. So we see a really nice bounce. So this could be a swing failure pattern. But since Bitcoin is still making lower highs, I doubt that this would be like a real swing failure pattern. We might form a base and then continue going up. So my game plan is Bitcoin got rejected here at mid-range. This was a really important level. Bitcoin couldn't reclaim this level. So my thesis is if Bitcoin could push a little bit higher and reclaim the Bibricator Pro current time frame trailer, which sits around 64K, I reckon the next target would be mid-range. If Bitcoin can reclaim that mid-range, most likely it will end up here at range high. So what's my game plan? As explained in my Bitcoin report, if it can take out this low again, and I see some form of reversal on a lower time frame, let's say the 4 hour or the 6 hour, then I might go long. Buying here, to be honest, I really don't have an edge. I rather prefer to buy at extremes where people are likely to capitulate, or when there is a confirmation of strength. When is it? When Bitcoin is trading above the current time frame trailer and or reclaiming the mid-range. As we can see here on the chart, Bitcoin flashed a bull signal in 2023, and this was a choppy price range. It went here from bull to bear to bull. So the last real bull signal was on the 8th of February. And the most recent bear signal, according to Replicator Pro, was here on the 18th of March. If Bitcoin can reclaim this level, we're gonna see a bull signal just like this one. And that could be the next, the next trigger to the upside. So my target, if we could escape out of this range, I see Bitcoin easily heading towards 86K-ish area. That is one way to do it. Another way is to, if you consider this as like a rectangle, just connect the low, and I gotta go for this low and not this low, with this high. That would give me a target of 89K. So anything between 86 or 88 or 89K is a possible target for a breakout. However, if Bitcoin is not able to, if Bitcoin breaks down and it takes out this low and there's no sign of reversal, then the next support zone I'm watching is 51K. So that's my Bitcoin thesis for now. The most likely scenario for me is we're gonna see a short squeeze taking out these highs here. Replicator Pros flash a bull signal. Most likely that would give me a long entry, and it would give me an extra confirmation if we could reclaim range, mid-range here, around 67K. So that's Bitcoin. As for Ethereum, I really don't like what I'm seeing here on the chart on Ethereum. There's just weakness, at least with Bitcoin, we could say there is a possible, let me go to the 12-hour chart and disable this. This is a low, this is a higher low. With Ethereum, there's no real like higher low. It's still making lower highs, lower lows. If it loses this gray box, then it will basically go to 25K-ish. So this tells me decision time for Ethereum very soon. Another one I'm watching quite frequently is the Bitcoin dominance, and this is stables have been excluded, so no USDC, no USDT, DAI, BSUSD, and so forth and so on. Just Bitcoin versus the altcoins. Let me go to the week, or maybe the 3 days, even more clear. It's actually a meme chart, I admit, because you cannot really trade on this. It just gives you some insights. I consider this level as a resistance level. Got rejected here, rejected here, rejected here. A breakout here, and most likely Bitcoin will outperform again altcoins. So this is quite interesting. So let's see what will happen. First, ideally for altcoins, for Ethereum, we need a good rejection again, and ideally breaking below this trend line and heading towards lower levels, towards 55%. Another one I often watch is Dixie. It just compares the dollar versus a bunch of other fiat money currencies. What we are seeing here is actually a range for quite a long time. Just consider this as a range. I was pretty excited when, not gonna lie, in 2023 when Dixie was trading here, because this would open the door to lower levels. Instead, we saw a appreciation in price, a nice bounce here. So this also tells me decision time anytime soon. It kind of got rejected here at this range high. More price action towards range low, even a mid-range, will be quite nice for risk-on assets. I'm not trading S&P at all, at least not this year. But I like to watch it and to analyze it from time to time, at least like once in the month or once in the 2 weeks, not that often. But from a TA perspective, it doesn't really that bad, to be honest. I mean, look at it. This is just, I just see strength here. It just makes really nice higher highs, higher lows. This was like a quite mild dip, if you would ask me. With Bitcoin, if you measure the dips we had since the bottom here in 2020, the most recent dip was actually the most severe one, because this was a dip of 23%. The dip here, and this was the day, like the long wick you see here, was actually the day of, or the week of the ETFs. So it was actually buy the rumor, sell the news event. 21%. And again, the hype, the momentum of the ETF was actually priced in here. But the actual mechanism, you know, what it does with the supply-demand mechanism wasn't priced in. And same with the halving, by the way. This was a dip of 22%. So as you can see, this one, it's not like significantly, higher compared to the others, but it is, as until now, this is the biggest dip we ever had since the bottom in 2020. And these dips of 22% in a secular or a primary trend, I mean, more often than not, they just give good entries. The only thing is they are kind of scary, of course. The fix is something I measure from time to time. Here in April, with all the global tension, we saw like a strong rise in the fix, and then again it dropped. I like it when it is, at these levels here. And then here the Ethereum Bitcoin chart. Honestly, from one perspective, it does look kind of nasty. This is actually macro range, quite long range. And I'm gonna lie, I was pretty optimistic about Ethereum, and I was even considering rotating some of my Bitcoins into Ethereum. But for this, I need confirmation. Doing it right now would be kind of reckless, I believe. This is a macro range and a quite long range. It started in April 2021. It's now Wednesday, 15th of May. So this is a range of $1,113. days, a lot of days. So this multi-range, it kinds of hinting that it wants to break down. We saw here a violation of the support level here, and then it was followed up by 3 strong, pretty bearish candles here, and another one here, another one here. It's still not too late for Ethereum bulls. I believe this bullish divergence is still intact, it's still valid. However, what I would love to see is not taking out this low here on RSI. And I would love to see this RSI curling up. This would give me more confidence, and this would be like a 1, 2, yeah. This wouldn't be like a double positive or double bullish divergence, but a triple bullish divergence. However, it's still too early to be too optimistic about it. It is optimistic. It is a form of a potential reversal signal. If this happens and it goes up, then most likely the Bitcoin dominance will go down and a lot of altcoins will benefit. In that case, I'm really bullish on a few narratives. One of them is, so if you go to Coin Market or CoinGecko, it doesn't matter. You can sort on categories, right? You can analyze them and you can see the market cap. Some of them are higher than others. I am myself pretty bullish in a few DeFi. There are a lot of shit projects, but also a few really good projects I'm bullish on. If you guys know me and you've been following me, you know in what kind of DeFi projects I have invested in. I'm really bullish on artificial intelligence. It's actually not a narrative anymore, right? It's actually a real thing. We can see it in real life. We can see it in offices, in corporations. It's a real thing. It was a kind of a narrative back in 2016, 2015. That time as a consultant, we talked a lot about artificial intelligence, but it was just something to talk about. It wasn't actually at that time a real thing. There was not that much mass adoption. At the moment, there is. So I'm bullish on a few AI coins, some high caps, but also some low caps, some micro caps. I'm still very bullish on real world assets. I'm not gonna fade the likes of BlackRock and other big players. I'm really positive about real world assets. This landscape, this crypto landscape, is very different from the landscape we had in 2017 and 18, and very different from the landscape we had in 2020, 2021, and 2022. And I believe this landscape is also, again, very different. There are way more crypto coins now. It's so easy to launch your own coins. The market participants are really different compared to the other cycles. So having this rigid mindset of money of Bitcoin flowing into Ethereum, and then the high caps, and then the low caps, honestly, I don't think it's really smart or wise to rigidly focus on this mindset or narrative. I believe that this market is a little bit different. And the way how I have approached this market is, okay, what are actually the narratives or the categories I'm the most bullish on? And then select a few of these high caps and small caps. And I'm trying to make sure that they don't outweigh my Bitcoin portfolio. So if the market tanks, let's say Bitcoin tanks with 10%, altcoins will tank, of course, like even more. But at the moment, I have way more Bitcoin than altcoin. So my Bitcoin altcoin ratio, I believe, is pretty healthy. Even if altcoins decline with 60% and Bitcoin with 20%, I'm still okay. I'm still I'm not in a danger zone. those who only have like altcoin exposure. And of course, this depends on your own risk appetite and your volatility appetite and you know your own style. But I'm pretty I'm very confident and very pleased with how I have built up my portfolio. On Discord, I've shared a few metrics, the things I'm measuring, and how I rebalance from time to time. So you can check that out as well. So real world asset, I'm pretty bullish on it. Artificial intelligence, and of course Deepin. Deepin is not something I want to fade as well. I invested in some mid caps, and I'm willing to invest in some small caps because I just believe that Deepin has also a very bright future among the few other categories I've mentioned. So let's quickly go back to the charts. Bitcoin dominance, it's at a crucial point here. Ethereum, the same. Bitcoin, I believe the same. I'm not a fan of going now to the monthly chart because why? Today is the 15th of May. We still have a lot of days to go before we close the month. But if we would close the month like this wouldn't be really that bearish because it just signals here what? It signals indecision. And if you look back, we had 7 months of bullish candles, 7 months of bullish candles. So this is basically the first bearish candle we had. Another thing I want to highlight, and for this I need to go to a different chart. Or is it again? Not this one, not this one. Yeah, I think it was this one. Yep. So the halving, big event. So I want to quickly analyze what happened with halving previously. So here we had a halving event. You would expect, okay, halving, price should go up immediately. No, it isn't the case. Bitcoin was ranging here for quite a long time. I will tell you how long it was. It was ranging here since the halving for 161 days. It was ranging, and then we saw a really strong uptrend. The same here with the second halving. We had the halving, post crash, and we had a consolidation or a ranging environment for a quite long time, to be more precisely 105 days, and it continued to the upside. We just recently had the halving. So if you would add the let's say the average, it's not my model, it's just an idea out, thinking out loud. It could range for quite a long time, even till August or July, and then it could resume to the upside, or it could mark a local, or it could mark a top. My best bet as of now is we haven't topped yet. This is just consolidation and ranging, just like what happened here and what happened here. So ladies and gentlemen, this is my quick update on Bitcoin, on Ethereum, on the Bitcoin dominance, on the Dixie, on the S&P, Ethereum against Bitcoin, and categories I'm bullish on. Next time I'm gonna chart a few of the real world asset coins, AI coins, and Deepin coins. Hit the like button, share this with your friend, and leave a comment. I love to read comments. I read every single comment. So leave a comment. Until the next time, see you around. Bless you.